Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are, welcome to Instagram at VidCon now. My name is Jackson Williams. I lead creator and emerging talent partnerships at Instagram, and I'm coming to you straight from my closet in Northern California. Throughout the next 45 minutes or so, you're going to hear from some of my colleagues about Instagram's latest and greatest products. We'll also be joined by a couple of amazing creators. So I love my work with creators because of how integral they've become to our daily lives. On Instagram, creators are masters of their medium, the best content creators and platform experts. They're trusted voices. They've built an audience of fans through their compelling content. And they're expert curators. They shortcut discovery of the best, most relevant content, experiences, and products, so we don't miss out. But let's be real, the last year has been really tough. Between COVID, the fight for equality and justice, and the ramp up to the election in the United States, there's been a lot on creators' plates. Creators aren't just tastemakers. They have the ability to shape and drive consumer purchasing power. But just like the mom and pop shops in our hometowns, creators have been hit with unique challenges throughout the last 6 months. To help, the Instagram team has been laser focused on developing new tools for creators. Creators have always been at the core of Instagram. They are a true inspiration for the Instagram community. And that's never been more true than during this trying time. They've been there for their fans, shared their talents, and brought people together. So we've been focused on giving creators more tools to better control their content while also maintaining positivity around their account. So the first is bulk comment controls. So this allows creators to manage unwanted interactions in comments in bulk. You can bulk delete, you can bulk restrict, you can bulk block. All of these to give you more control around the comments on your content. We've updated pending tags. This allows creators to manage photo and video tags in bulk to minimize unwanted tagging while still maintaining your ability to discover and engage with your tagged content. We've improved DM reachability for Instagram Direct. This gives you control to give you control who can reach you via direct message. Everyone, only people you follow. Our goal here is to make sure that you're protected from unwanted messages. And lastly, pinned comments. We want creators to be able to set the tone for their account and be able to engage with the community by pinning comments on their posts. We've also been focused on making IGTV your one-stop shop for long-form content. Some of these new tools include IGTV previews and stories. Just like feed previews, now the first 15 seconds of IGTV videos will play in stories versus the static image like in the past. This is also going to drive view count increases. Just like feed previews, creators will accumulate views on their video if users watch past 3 seconds in stories. We've also launched the IGTV series tool, giving creators the ability to group their content together. Videos in a series will display as one playlist on the series page, and will also drive continued watching. When a viewer finishes watching one episode from a series, the next video in the series will automatically start playing. We've also introduced some custom cropping tools, giving you control over how your content appears in feed on profile. You can now crop how the videos appear in the feed previews, and you can crop thumbnails on profile the same way. We've also introduced the ability for creators to remove the feed preview from their profile. This allows creators to still maximize their distribution in feed while gaining more control over how their profile looks. In recent months, we've also seen creators embrace live in new ways. In March alone, we had a 70% increase in views from February. From fitness instructors to dancers, artists, chefs, you name it. Live has helped creators and businesses stay connected to their followers and bring people together. Because of this, the Instagram team is continuing to build new tools that make creation and discovery of live content even easier. Some of these updates include the ability to save live streams to IGTV for fans who are unable to tune in real time. We're working on surfacing connected and unconnected lives when a user finishes watching a live stream so they can continue to engage with compelling live content. We've also launched Live on Web, bringing the same amazing live experience to desktop. We're also super focused on making sure live is safe and making sure that we are continuing to improve quality and stability as millions of people tune into lives. But it doesn't just stop there. We've also introduced some exciting new tools for creators. First, we have always been committed to supporting creators as they turn their passions into livelihoods. But because every creator is unique, that means providing a mix of monetization tools to help creators of all sizes, from emerging to more established. That's why we introduced 2 new ways for creators to make money on Instagram. first starting with IGTV ads, and recently with badges and live. My colleague Natalie Chan is going to talk more about these tools in a bit. You may have also heard that we've launched Reels, which provides creators a new way to be part of cultural moments on Instagram through entertaining short videos. With that, I'm going to pass it off to my colleague, Tiffany Matlube, to talk you through Reels.
Thanks, Jackson. Hi, everyone. My name is Tiffany Matlube, and I'm a strategic partner manager at Instagram. That means I work directly with our community of creators to educate them and provide best practices on how to succeed on the platform. Today, I'll be taking you through all things Reels, and I'll be joined with a special guest in just a bit. As Jackson said, Reels is a new way for creators to make entertaining short videos. But what does that actually mean? Through Reels, creators across the globe can entertain and inspire. Express your creative side with short performative videos. Our creative tools like AR effects, music, editing, and Align help make these entertaining 15-second videos. But what I love the most about Reels is that you can break out on Instagram and reach new audiences like never before. Share to this new large space and explore, which highlights the best of the best creative Reels. For those of you completely new to Reels, getting started with Reels is super easy. All you have to do is tap into the Instagram camera where you go to post your stories or live and swipe across the bottom until you see Reels. So there's live, stories, Reels. This is where you can begin creating your Reels. When you've shared your new Reel, it can be seen on the Reels tab of your profile. It may also appear in Explore if it's truly exceptional, which I know it will be. To help with distribution, you can choose to share to your Reel, to your feed, and stories, which I highly recommend. Definitely make sure to share it to your feed. Since launching Reels a couple months ago, we've heard your feedback and we've made some improvements. In the video editing flow, you can now delete or trim no matter where it falls in a sequence. So you'll see little thumbnails and you can tap into those and go in and delete and trim that specific clip to make it an incredible reel. That's enough for me. I love to introduce you to an Instagram creator who has seen massive success on Reels, Gabby Murray, better known as Gabby Murray, at
Hi,
Gabby Murray
everyone.
with 2 Y's. Hey
Yeah.
Girl on Instagram is an 18-year-old creator from Florida, known best for her DIY and lifestyle content, which I'm obsessed with. Girl, I just saw your Halloween content, which I am screaming for on
Thank
Reels.
you.
And you are like an editing queen. Welcome,
Thank
Gabby.
you.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm so excited to have you here.
Hi, everyone.
So let's get into it. Like, we have to talk about how one of your videos has almost 100 million views. Like, can you believe? How does it feel being one of the first creators to go viral on Reels?
Honestly, it's honestly an honor because I never expected anything like this, and all of a sudden it kind of just happened. But it's honestly it's really nice because, you know, I put a lot of time into that video and all my videos, of course. And so it was really exciting to see that one blow up, and I was like, wow, like this is amazing.
Okay, I love that. And let's say I'm a creator who wants to make a reel, but I'm running a little low on ideas. What are your suggestions for creating one?
Yeah, so I have a lot of suggestions, especially on Reels. So one thing I really like is for Reels, you can go into the song library, and I get a lot of my creative inspiration from the lyrics of songs. And so with Reels, you can obviously like go into the music library and pick through songs, and you can click on them and see all of the lyrics, and they're actually written out for you. And I think that really helps with creative like flow because for me, I like to base a lot of my videos on the song that I'm doing and what the song is saying. And so that's really helped me get like a lot of good ideas. Another way that you can get ideas is through the effect library. Even like with just like one effect, you can make up a whole video concept that could go viral and start trending, right? And so one effect I really like on there is the cloning effect, because I clone myself in a lot of my videos. So that makes it really easy for you to do that like through Instagram, and it's an effect on there. And so I think a lot of people would like that, and you can get a lot of ideas through that. And also, one thing that I also recommend is going on the Explore page and just looking at people's videos. I never recommend copying anyone. You should not copy people, but you should definitely look for inspiration and see what's doing well, see what's trending, and put your own spin on it. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I love how everything you do is so creative, so unique and fresh. You know, like that's really the theme of 2020. Like new lessons, stepping outside of your comfort zone, trying something new, which you've totally done. What's one way that you're kind of infusing that lesson into the work and your time as a creator?
Yeah, so I think being a creator, it's really important to step out of your comfort zone, and obviously you want to entertain as many people as possible. So I think for me, definitely trying out new forms of content like comedy or lifestyle and even editing like I do, just broadening your horizons, if that makes sense, and reaching out to new audiences, you know, because I think that's really important as a content creator. And we also want to see other people step out of their comfort zones, because that makes us step out of our comfort zone. So I feel like it's, as a content creator, it's really important to do so, to reach new audiences and to just better your content overall.
I love that. And we know Reels is such an important tool for creator discovery. Have you noticed any positive changes in your fan community since starting with Reels?
Yes, so it's been really nice to see a lot of new faces on my profile. Obviously, I have like a lot of followers, but I think it's very interesting to see the different types of people on it now, because now you're reaching an Explorer page with new people, so you're not as used to seeing like the normal people that would be on your profile. And I think Reels gives you more of like a general, like more open to the public, and you just see different people, so it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking like so many like fun comments on all of your content. I think like the community is obsessed with the things that you're doing, and you really push the envelope. Like I love that Halloween. I can't like stop like thinking about that, and like that's why I need to know like what or should we expect to see from you coming up? Like what type of content can we like keep our eyes on, like waiting to see from you?
So I'm really excited about Halloween. Halloween's like my favorite time of the year for content, because you can get so creative with it. So for Reels, just be prepared for a little creepy and scary, but also not too crazy. But a lot of edits, a lot of scary, maybe clown makeup popping up here and there, cloning myself, you know, all the fun stuff. But I'm very excited for Halloween. That's just my favorite time to make content, especially editing.
When you drop that one, I'm like, I cannot, like, this is early days. So I'm like, I cannot wait to see what you have coming up. So you're going to be doing like different makeup looks. You're going to be doing different outfits and everything.
Yes, I'm very excited. Halloween is like literally something I go all out on for content, especially. So I'm very excited.
Oh my God. Well, that is so amazing. Thank you so much, Gabby. I can't wait to see what else you have like coming down the pipeline with your content. You guys, make sure you check out Gabby. For anyone interested in following up with Gabby, or if you'd like to learn more about Reels and what's working for Gabby, be sure to follow her, and also go to @creators on Instagram. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Natalie Chan, who will talk through updates to Instagram's monetization offerings.
Thanks, Tiffany. Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm the creator marketing lead here at Instagram, and our team is focused on educating and empowering creators like you to grow your community and build your business. As you may be seeing right now, there's a huge shift going on. We're witnessing the democratization of media, and that's really redefining who's able to make a living with their passion. We're seeing creators build full businesses from their Instagram presence, and supporting more creators in this way is core to the work we're doing. And this has been especially important during this time, as we want to make sure we're supporting your livelihood. So over the past few months, we've begun testing new ways to help creators make money. We introduced badges in live, and this gives fans the ability to purchase badges during your live videos to show their support. And I love this because it's a way for creators to channel that fan love directly into money in their pockets. We're also continuing to see the rise of shopping. Now, people have always been shopping on Instagram for a very long time, but we want to make it easier for them to connect with the creators they love. So we've opened up access to check out directly on the platform, and we're expanding the shopping experience across our different surfaces. And finally, we've introduced video monetization with IGTV ads. We've been testing ads and sharing that ad revenue with creators, and I'm excited to talk more about that in a moment. But you can see there are multiple ways here for you to create a sustainable, diversified business. You can promote brands, either your own or others, through our shopping and branded content tools, and you can monetize your content with products like Badges in Live and IGTV ads. So on that note, I'm excited to introduce Kevin Fredericks, also known as Kev on Stage. He's been one of our early IGTV ads creators. Kev is a comedian, actor, filmmaker, author, podcast developer, and host. He's incredibly experienced and talented. He makes me laugh. I'm excited to welcome him here today. Kev, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. This is a dream come true. When I was a little boy growing up in El Paso, I said, one day I'm going to be on VidCon. And it just took coronavirus to make it happen.
So tell me, Kev, we launched IGTV ads earlier this year, and you're one of the creators who, some may call a breakout success, but the reality is no one's actually an overnight success. You've been doing this for a long time. You're a veteran. What's your secret, Kev?
My secret is there's a lot of them, but I'll give you a couple quick ones. One, you have to stop somebody from scrolling. We do Instagram like this, or we tap through. Those first 3 seconds, first 5 seconds, they are golden. So I front load my jokes so that you are laughing within 5-10 seconds. Before that prompt comes up to say, watch the rest on IGTV, I should have grabbed your attention by then. Because if I can get you to click on that, you're more than likely to watch the whole video all the way through. If you're not interested in 15 seconds, you're going to just keep on scrolling, and therefore no ads are going to be served to you.
Nice. And do you know, now that it's been running, do you know what content will do well? What are 3 tips you'd give to creators who are aspiring to be like you?
Yeah, of course. I don't know what will go viral, but I don't really focus on virality anyway. I just focus on making consistently creative, good quality content. I do know that if something is trending, if everybody's talking about it on the internet, then I have a much higher probability of people wanting to hear what I have to say about it. I also focus on things that are relatable. Just yesterday, I talked about, did you grow up eating Chinese food chicken wings, which, even though I'm Black, we love Chinese food chicken wings and Korean, and people have strong feelings about that. Like, oh yeah, I love that. Y'all tripping if you don't say you like that. So if people are commenting and they feel the unction to comment, they're more likely to watch the whole video all the way through. But you can never really go wrong with trending. I always try to make sure that I'm talking about whatever's in the zeitgeist or whatever's trending. Or sometimes I just take a clip of my podcast where me and Angel, my co-host, talk about that trending topic, and I just put a short enough piece on Instagram because people aren't going to watch an hour and a half long podcast on Instagram, but they will watch a really funny 2.5, 3 minute clip. And so that's what I focus on.
Do you think over time your audience has gotten used to watching more and more content from you, longer and longer form content though?
Absolutely. I've been an early adopter to every form of video on Instagram. When it started off with 15 seconds, and from 15 seconds to a minute, and then with swipes, you could go up to 10 minutes, and every time I've been putting more and more content. So when IGTV came out and then it was integrated into your timeline, they've already been used to doing something to watch more of my content. But now it's so seamless that they just have to tap a button. And a lot of times people just open the video and immediately watch it in IGTV, so they're not even interrupted from watching it. But I've basically been training them to watch longer and longer form content as Instagram has evolved and pivoted to video.
Nice. And tell me more about, the process with IGTV and IGTV ads. It's just creating the content alone is obviously never enough. I feel like we should also add to your bio that you're a marketer. You think about the promotion, the distribution, with this IGTV ads experience now, how are you thinking about all of this in its entirety?
Yeah, I think even things like the thumbnail, taking that extra second to make sure that thumbnail is eye-catching, and for a while there, I was just using whatever was there, but I do side-by-side video, so we'd see basically this much of it, and that's nobody even knows what I'm talking about. So I take the extra second to make sure that my thumbnail is 9x6, thumbnail is 9x16. If I'm really feeling really spicy, I'll edit it in another app or create a thumbnail on my Instagram stories and then download that and put that into my Instagram TV ad. So that way it's like a little banner. If people are stopping to watch your content, they're more than likely going to stick around.
Nice. And so I think just even going by this like bio and just seeing what's happened with the pandemic, like you were touring before you were live, but you were seeing live audiences. And so the life of a creator, it's ever evolving. Like you obviously had to bring everything, online. Where do you hope to take your IG content going forward?
Oh man, as audience get used to watching more and more content on Instagram longer and longer, it is my dream that, I can host live podcasts on Instagram. I mean, I've already done some live stuff with my audience. I do Q&As before my stand-up comedy show. Right, 30 minutes before the live show happens, I do Q&As on Instagram, and it serves as engaging content, and it also serves as a final reminder to buy your ticket. But my hope is that, I can have the whole media within Instagram. The thing I like most about Instagram is it's a site where people hang out at. They come to Instagram to see what's popping, to scroll around. A lot of other sites, YouTube, Twitter, they go specifically to do a specific thing, but people hang around on Instagram. So, if you're, and I like to diversify my approach. I use IGTV, I use stories, I use reels. Like, I don't put the same type of content on everything. Sometimes I only have a quick joke that's 10 seconds. So that's better used on reels. I literally last night, I learned how to do the cool transitions with clothes on reels. It was a little rusty, and it was because it was my first time, but I used the align tool, and I'm going to drop some merch in like 3 weeks, and I'm going to wait and do a cool reel like that, because that's going to be more catching than just. So I was like, you don't even know, I was over the moon when I figured out how to do the cool things that the kids are doing, cringe.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, I admire you. I think we've been chatting in the past about how as a comedian, you really have to adapt to, you're used to probably setting your jokes up in a certain time. And then we're like, here's reels, like, you've got to set it up differently in that timing, in that format. Before we wrap up for our audience, just, again, for those who want to be, aspiring to be like you, they're in this space, they want to make money on Instagram, 3 tips, IGTV ads. What are your 3 rapid fire tips for them?
Tip number 1 is don't stretch something that's not worth being long enough. Like, it works best when the content truly is IGTV worthy. I've seen some creators like, let me just do some trick or talk longer. If people are not engaging with the content, they're just not gonna do it. Step 2, this is a really simple one. Be consistent. A lot of times we get discouraged that this post didn't get as many views, that post didn't get as many views, but I have 1 million followers on Instagram, but that was created over like 8 years. And those first couple of years, those videos weren't getting any views at all. And step 3, use your other social media to drive to your Instagram. Remind people you're on Instagram. Some people might not even know you're over there, and remind them to check out your IGTV. Using stories as a reminder. Some people are really story heavy, and I love the fact that it shows 15 seconds of the video. So like I said earlier, make that first 15 seconds the best, so people will actually click on that and watch the IGTV ad. So you have to be really particular and strategic. You can't just throw things up and hope for the best. You really got to be strategic about it, and then consistent about it, and then consistent about it again.
Love it. Well, Kev, thank you so much for joining us today. Best of luck with all of your next Instagram content. You can follow Kev at Kev on Stage for more of his content and to see all of this advice in action. And for more tips and insights like these, follow us at Creators on Instagram so we can help you turn your passion into a living. Jackson, back to you.
Thanks, Natalie. Before coming to a close, I wanted to highlight one more important thing. Instagram has always been a place where you can use your platform to share your voice and to prompt your community to take action. We are currently committed to helping eligible US voters on Instagram learn more about the voting process by connecting them to relevant tools directly on Instagram. That's why for creators based in the US, you might have started noticing new features and resources that you can use to connect with and share accurate election information and to help both you and your community register to vote and vote early. So for those who are eligible, we invite you to join us in our goal to help 4 million people register to vote. Once again, make sure to follow at Creators on Instagram for all the latest tips. Thank you to Kev, to Gabby, to Natalie, to Tiffany, and for all of you tuning in. And we hope to see you on Instagram. Thank you.